Hello, YouTube! I'm Megumi Mary, the transgender gamer girl with a heart of gold, love for all things nerdy, and today I want to discuss the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I this morning was just bored, so I picked out a random movie from my collection, and I just picked out Hunchback of Notre Dame. And while watching it, I realized that this movie does a perfect job of portraying the good and bad to religion. And so I think I just want to talk about that because it's honestly a very important message that the movie has to teach. So, in the movie, there are two phrases that are tossed around a lot when talking about the cathedral and that pretty much represent religion in a nutshell: sanctuary and stone walls. And they pretty much act as two opposite ends of a spectrum that religion exists on. For many people, religion can act as a sort of escape, a sort of way to put your faith in something to help you cope with your life or what's going on, knowing that there is a higher power out there guiding you. But another thing is that religion also has a tendency to force people mentally into like a cage, a stone cage, a stone wall of sorts. And that's because, especially with Christianity, Catholicism, people tend to take things too literally when it comes to the Bible. I'm just going to preface this with I'm Catholic, and I was born and raised Catholic. I've been baptized, had communion, confirmed. So, just want to make my religious affiliation known because I have definitely benefited from my faith, and even though I don't talk about it much, there's kind of a reason for that. Because I understand that there is a sort of baggage that comes with my particular religion of Catholicism, and that's how it affects other people. How it's forced others into kind of a cage or behind stone walls of sorts. And that's what this movie does a good job of representing as well. Judge Frollo, throughout the entire movie, his motivations are really based upon eradicating sin. And from his twisted point of view, the Romani people are sinful. They're just living their lives, but he's trying to force his religious ideology onto them, which is honestly one of the biggest problems with religion, is when you take your religion and you try to force it onto other people. You know, because we all have our own belief systems, we all have our own faiths that get us through, whether it be religious or scientific or nothing. We all have something. But the thing is that Judge Frollo tries to force his system onto other people, and he causes a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. But another term that's thrown around is sanctuary, and like I said before, religion can be a powerful saving grace. During some of the worst points of my life, it was my faith that got me through. Just like how it was calling sanctuary that got Esmeralda through not being captured, not being killed by the hand of Frollo. So I think it's important to note that, like with everything, there's good and bad to religion, and I think the Hunchback of Notre Dame just encompasses this balance really well, because while it shows the villain with a self-destructive tendency because of religion, you know, his biggest motivation for going after Esmeralda specifically is because of how much of his life he's devoted to fear of religion, he sees her as a threat. And that's another point, is that a lot of people use religion as a fear-mongering tactic, and that's just not right, because in my opinion, religion shouldn't be based off of fear. It should be based off of trust and love, because you're putting your trust into something when you believe in it. And it's that fear that Frollo had of his religion that ultimately led him down such a dark path. There are many people around the world who speak out against queer people and all sorts of things based solely upon their religion. And they're trying to take their religion and force it on other people. And the biggest reason they do that is because they have a fear of judgment from their religion. And so it's that negative implication of their religion that ultimately hurts everyone. And I just thought it was kind of interesting the way that the movie kind of explored this whole topic. But I digress. This is just my takeaway from the movie and my thoughts in general, but you might have a completely different viewpoint. So if you want to let me know in the comments below what you think of the movie, or what you think of what it teaches about religion, go ahead and drop that down there. And hey, if you've done a video on this topic, go ahead and drop the link down there too, because I'm very interested to see what other people think of this movie and how it showcases religion. That being said, I'm Megumi Mary. Don't stop being awesome.